Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo time trial. We're in that right there, the Toyota Yaris. And yes, you're not seeing things. We're on the dirt. Well, actually, it's rallycross, which means it's a mixture of tarmac and dirt. As you can see right there, we're at Catalunya. We're in the Toyota Yaris RZ dirt tires, medium/hard. Now, you've got to make sure you stay within the white lines. However, it's going to be quite difficult because the time is so small. The goal estimate I put around a 47.4, so it is going to, push you a little bit in order to get that gold if you want to go for it. If you do enjoy this video, as always, do give it a like and do subscribe to the channel. Stay in touch with all the latest content. But without further ado, let's get into this one then. Let me tell you how to do it because I'm currently rank 1. First of all, as you go into the last corner, I want you to handbrake it and go all the way to the back. So this is going to gain you a few tenths of a second. Now, I go to second gear here. I just hold the handbrake and then off I go in second gear. So you don't have to start in first, start in second. Absolutely fine as we kick off here and head towards turn number 1. So we've got these tire barriers which indicate where the track is going. So just after this leaves your screen on the left-hand side, you want to hit the brakes and turn in. You're going to go in second gear. Now, with sliding in Gran Turismo, it's a case of you don't want too much of a slide. You want to be continuously going forward. So notice here as I go in, I'm still pointing forward. I'm trying to carry that momentum and keep it nice and tight. And I've just on and off the throttle a little bit to avoid getting too much oversteer. As we go over this jump, then I lift and let the car turn in. And then once I've got the car sideways and pointing towards this tyre barrier, that is actually your brake marker, okay? Now, the reason for this is I want to take the widest line possible through this corner to make sure I get out fine. If you take it too deep into this corner or go in too narrow, it's going to take you ages to get out the corner, and that's where most of the time is lost in this lap. So I'll take it nice and wide as I come in. Look at that, very close to that barrier, and I can exit and get over towards the left-hand side, which maximizes my time. The reason for that, this is a slow car as well, so the longer the distance, obviously, the much longer it's going to take to do the circuit. We have the Gran Turismo 7 signs on the right-hand side. The very last one is your brake marker. You're braking just before you get to this one, okay? Just before you get there, you want to hit the brakes and turn in. But don't hit the brakes 100% and then whack it in, okay? You just want to trail brake into the corner, like I do here, and try and maintain that speed as much as you can. Now, we have the sausages on Catalunya. You're very familiar with these. These are your accelerating markers. Now, I've actually gone in here a bit too hot. I'm oversteering a bit too much. A nice steady line is actually better, but even so, I get to that sausage, and then I'm going to start accelerating. Let's do that now. There we go. So if you can maintain 51 miles an hour, which I've done on some laps, you're going to nail it. Now, I lifted as I get towards this because I want to settle the car. And the tyre barrier on the right there is your brake marker. So notice here the line I'm going to take. I'm trying to straight line this first bit, and I'm going to turn into the second part. If you turn right completely into this one, you're not going to have the weight transfer settled in the car, and it's going to slow you down massively. So just keep that in mind. Straight line the first bit, and then you can turn left on the second bit. The final corner then, on the right-hand side, we have, I'm not actually sure what that is, but it's a white box or marshal box or something on the right-hand side there. That is your brake marker for this final corner. Stay in second gear as you approach this corner. Hard on the brakes for this one, and you want to chuck this one in. You do want to chuck this one in because you want the car to get rotated. Stay in second gear. If you go to first, it's just going to really bog the car down and then exit the corner. So we're going to a padlock then. So the tyre barrier there is our first marker. Notice here, I'm following my old goals. It wasn't my fastest goals as we continue on through there, and I stayed in second gear. As we go over the jump, we're going to lift a bit here now then. I get it turned over towards the right side. There's the tyre wall. We go on the brakes. We're trying to keep it nice and tight now. Notice on the pad there, I struggled a little bit to get the car turned in. I did feel like on this particular time trial, the pad does suffer with getting the car turned in a bit easier than on the wheels. So the last Gran Turismo 7 sign there is our brake marker. We get to the sausage and we start accelerating, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lift off and let the car settle. Notice that I turned right a little bit, and notice how much it compromised me on that corner. That's what I was talking about earlier on. You've got to be careful. So there's the pit entry or box, on the right side. And we stay in second gear as we leave that corner. And that's a 47.398. That's just under the gold estimate that I've put in. So we are going to have to be careful there, which I've put as a 47.4, of course. So as we go through here, notice again how I'm just trying to maintain that speed. The car is continuing to go forward. If you're completely sideways, that's not going to happen. I lift off here to get it over towards the right-hand side. Lift as close to that barrier as I come into this corner. I then let the car roll through the corner a little bit as I get near the exit. Then I hit the throttle in second gear over towards the left-hand side, then over towards the right. We have the Gran Turismo 7 signs right there. The last one is your brake mark. If you brake too late for it, you're going to come in very aggressive, but you're looking for the sausage there to start accelerating, so that's what we do. Then I'm going to lift off, just settle in the car here as I go into the left. Now, that's a very easy one to cut, so you do have to be careful. I do a slight lift on this little kink there as well to get over towards the right side to give me a better line through here, and I can maintain the speed and obviously get on the power a little bit quicker and get out the corner that little bit quicker. That is it in terms of this lap. Very quick lap, 46 seconds. It will be difficult for some of you. I appreciate that. So when I do say it's the fastest 2 million you can get in the game, I realise some of you will find it harder to do that, but it's still the fastest million or the fastest 500,000, which is why I put those titles in there, because it is still the fastest way to get credits in Gran Turismo 7. If you have enjoyed this, as always, do get a like and do subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. That's going to be it for me there. Last week's time trial guide is there. However, it's in a different card to what's meta right now. My logo's there to subscribe, and do check out those partners in the description. If you do use those links in the description or the codes, I will also get a kickback as well. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I hope to see you in another video live stream again very soon.